Good morning, everybody. So I want to let you know that I started doing a sardine fast. And that is after having studied a lot of Dr. Annette Bosworth information on keto and metabolic health. This is something that I've done in the past. But basically, the purpose of it, health-wise, is to get the body to start creating ketones. So I just want to show you what I did yesterday and how I started today and the results, because you are not doing the ketogenic diet if you're not in ketosis. And so this is interesting. I'm going to share my screen. And I use this app. It's called Chronometer. It's I track things. Sometimes I don't, but I really should. So yesterday for breakfast, I had some boiled eggs. So I didn't start the challenge until lunch, and I had coffee, just black coffee. Two boiled eggs and 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise. That was my lunch. And I did that because I had two boiled eggs that I needed to finish. So I figured I finished those. I didn't want to throw them away. And I started my sardine fast at lunch. So at lunch, I had at 11:30, I had a can of sardines. Sardines in tomato sauce, they're really much easier to eat than other sardines, in my opinion. And I always add MCT oil. Then on at 2 o'clock, 2 p.m., I had another can. And for dinner at 4 o'clock, and that was my last meal of the day, I had two cans. These are sardines in olive oil. So when they're just in olive oil, it's hard for me to eat them. So I added some kimchi. I get this at my grocery store, 2 tablespoons, and I added MCT oil. So calorie-wise was less than 1,000. No, a bit over 1,000, I guess. But it doesn't matter. The calories don't matter. Carbs, I had very little. If um, we look at, I'm just going to minimize these. I only had 2 grams of carbs for the day, which is good. Good fat, good protein. This is a good amount of protein for me. I should have 90. Talk to a keto doctor, and based on my height, I should have 90 to 115 grams of protein. So this is 90, 105. So I'm right in there. And the fat comes with the proteins, and I don't track it much. The MCT oil I take because it helps create ketones. Now I started this because, let me just stop the share. I started doing this because I did not go off my diet, but I started eating at night. And when I eat at night, everything goes belly up for me. My blood sugar goes up, my ketones go down. It's just not a good scene. And for me to get back on track and producing ketones, if you eat sardines, sardines are a ketogenic food. They really help produce ketones. There are a lot of reasons why it is very healthy to have ketones, not just weight, but diabetes, cancer, you name it. The inflammation, endometriosis, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, it's just very good to have ketones and to keep the blood sugar low. So I know that if I eat sardines for a certain amount of days, all my chemistry in the body is going to align. I want to show you what happened then this morning because I measure my ketones. And normally it takes 3 days for things to kick in. So sure enough, I go to today and I'm going to show you. So my blood sugar was 98, and 98 for morning blood sugar, most people consider good. And it is good. But I really like to have it between 70 and 80. So it's a bit high for me, but a doctor would tell you that it's an excellent blood sugar. My ketones, this wasn't the urine, but actually I measure my blood. It's just the program, the app does that. But 0.3. So 0.3 ketones, it means I'm not in ketosis. So even if I had a very good diet yesterday, I'm still not producing ketones. And we'll have to see tomorrow. So I did lose weight. My blood sugar got in range, but I'm not producing ketones. Therefore, I'm not ketogenic. So I need to continue with this. I did have a breakfast of 2 cans of sardine just now before this video. Well, I had coffee. I did put 1 tablespoon of coconut milk, again, because I want to finish it, but it's just 1 tablespoon. Then I had 2 drained cans of sardines and olive oil with kimchi. And then I did add the MCT oil because the MCT oil gets transformed into ketones. And I want to get my ketones above 0.5. We'll see what happens tomorrow, and I will let you know. It's a journey. And I decided to share it because it's easy for me to stay on track if I share it. All right. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.